new APNORC survey shows Republican optimism about the U.S. direction has dropped sharply. Only about half of Republicans now say the country is on the right track, compared to 70% in June. The decline is most pronounced among Republican women and younger Republicans under 45. Overall, just 1/4 of Americans see the nation headed in the right direction, down from 40% in June, while Democrats and independents show little change. Interviews with Republican respondents reveal that fears of political violence and growing social discord are key reasons for their declining optimism. A summer marked by killings of figures across the political spectrum has heightened concerns. Many also cite rising costs, jobs, and crime as worries. Chris Barr, a 42-year-old Republican from suburban Houston, said that while political animosity had been a background concern, recent assassinations have shifted his focus to the threat of violence itself. An unusually sharp drop among Republicans. A new APNORC survey finds Republican optimism about the U.S. direction has fallen sharply since June. Only about half of Republicans now say the country is on the right track, down from 70%. The drop is steepest among GOP women and Republicans under 45. Overall, just 1/4 of Americans see the nation headed in the right direction, while Democrats and independents show little change. Interviews suggest the decline is driven by fears of political violence, social discord, rising costs, jobs, and crime. Recent high-profile killings across the political spectrum have heightened these concerns. Political attitudes are usually stable, but major events can jolt them. The current Republican slide is larger than the post-2020 election dip after President Donald Trump lost re-election and is comparable to the early COVID-19 pandemic downturn. An Associated Press, NORC survey shows Republican confidence in the nation's direction has plunged since June. Only about half of Republicans now believe the U.S. is on the right track, down from 70%. While overall optimism among Americans has slipped to about 25%. The steepest drop is among Republicans under 45 and Republican women. Interviews point to fears of political violence, social division, rising living costs, jobs, and crime. Younger Republicans are especially uneasy. 61% of those under 45 now say the country is headed the wrong way, a 30-point jump since June. Truck driver Mustafa Robinson, 42, cites the soaring cost of living and a lack of national unity as major concerns. Others mention recent politically motivated killings as deepening their anxiety. Analysts note the scale of this GOP mood shift rivals the early COVID-19 pandemic downturn and exceeds the post-2020 election decline after President Donald Trump's loss. Some express concern about political violence. An Associated Press, NORC survey finds Republican optimism about the U.S. direction has plunged since June. Only about half now say the country is on the right track, down from 70%. Overall, just 1/4 of Americans are optimistic. The steepest decline is among Republican women and those under 45. 61% of younger Republicans now believe the nation is headed the wrong way, a 30-point rise. Interviews reveal key worries: political violence, rising living costs, jobs, crime, and a sense of growing social division. Recent high-profile attacks have amplified these fears, including September 10, Charlie Kirk, founder of the conservative group Turning Point USA and a prominent organizer for President Donald Trump, was shot and killed during an outdoor event at Utah Valley University. June 14, Minnesota House Speaker Melissa Hortman, a Democrat, and her husband were fatally shot in their Minneapolis area home in what authorities call targeted political violence. April, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, his family, and guests fled the governor's mansion after an intruder set a fire during Passover, causing major damage. Analysts say this Republican mood shift is larger than the post-2020 election drop after Trump's loss and is comparable to the early COVID-19 pandemic downturn. Trump blames radical left groups for Kirk's death and is considering tougher measures against progressive organizations, though no direct link to the shooting has been proven. The economy is also a factor for some. Republican women's pessimism has surged. About 75% now say the U.S. is on the wrong track, up from 27% in June. Among GOP men, 56% say the same, up from 30%. Not everyone cites political violence. Jacqueline Yurchuk, 55, a warehouse worker studying business in Northeast Pennsylvania, worries more about scarce good jobs with long commutes, illegal immigration, though she credits Trump for some progress in rising local drug crime. Republican women's pessimism has spiked, with 75% now saying the U.S. is on the wrong track, up sharply from June. Some cite more than politics. Jacqueline Yurchuk, 55, from Northeast Pennsylvania, blames widespread crime and social decay, saying nobody has respect for anybody anymore. Jeremy Gieske, 47, a Minnesota product manager, points to economic uncertainty and all the political poison, warning of a nation on the brink of social collapse after incidents like Charlie Kirk's killing.